Happy New Year, raindrops. All right, who do we got again? Let me see. We got Mr. White. Wait. Lowe's. It's a 18. Oh, is that military time? Okay, child. I'm like 18,000 hours. Okay. Just saying. Just saying. Okay. All right. Yes, Kales. We have, I know. Let's go. So much to discuss. We have a lot to discuss. Hey, aren't y'all proud of me? I'm on time. I'm starting off the new year right. Okay. I'm on time. I'm on time. I feel good about that. I'm on time. Yes. All right, who do we have here? We got Brooklyn from Seattle. Y'all know we need to give Lowe's a 5-minute grace period. Baby, it is 7:32. I am on time. Hi, Nathaniel. Hi, Nate. Happy New Year. We have so much to talk about today. Hi, Tracy. Happy New Year. Who else we got in the building? Chastity Harris. Oh, we got all of my day one raindrops. Hi, Chastity. You look radiant. Thank you. I had a great holiday break. Although, according to Giselle Bryant, I needed content. Hi, Chelly. Chelly from the UK. It's not too late. I think it's like 1:30, or is it midnight? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. It's 1:30. Okay, I promise this will be worth the. I look refreshed. Listen, I had a great time. I'm gonna gag y'all real quick. Guess where I spent Christmas? I'm gonna gag y'all real quick. Any guesses? Okay, fine. I'll tell you. I was actually in Colorado. And I was like, should I hit up Angel Massey? I'm in Colorado. I went to Aspen and Vail, but I was in Colorado, and I really was like, I wonder if I should call Angel Massey. Y'all are. Why can't I just be in Colorado? Why we got to bring up nationalities? Okay. Thank you, Fifi Figure 5584. Okay. Uh, y'all are so nosy. Nini's party was great. So, anyways, I was in Colorado for Christmas, and then I went to you stay with Angel. I think based on Monday Night Live, I don't think Angel wants me at her house, honey. Just saying, I don't think she would want me there. But I feel like I'm good. It's Dustin, not me. I'm kidding. Okay, so I was in Aspen and Vail, had a great time. It was my first time going. It was everything. I implore all of you guys to have that experience. It was actually like really, really fun. I had a great time. Then New Year's Eve happened, and I went to a party that was co-hosted by Nene Leakes and Tamar Braxton. That was in Atlanta. If you follow me on Instagram, TikTok, or wherever, you would have seen pictures, and I hope you were there. Wait, Tracy, Dion and Carucci live in Colorado? Well, I don't know, child, because Claudia Jordan said something, and who knows if I'm going to be able to interview Carucci now. I'm teasing. Okay. No, I wasn't there, but I would love to talk to Dion and Carucci. I met Carucci once. She actually, her and Kendall, they hosted the red carpet to Gucci and Keisha's wedding. Speaking of Gucci and Keisha, I went to Gucci Man's concert. He had an orchestra symphony in Atlanta. So I did that first. Shout out to Gucci Man. Shout out to Keisha, Kayor, Davis. That was fun. Miss Alex said, not you blaming Claudia and Dustin for the beefs. I'm not. I'm going to tell y'all a story when Dustin gets on. It'll be a great transition. Anyway, I'm not blaming them. I'm having fun. Okay. So I did that. I did that. Gucci was excellent. Keisha looked amazing. After that, Nene and Tamar party was great. And then after that, I went to a spot to meet some friends. And then I got back to my humble abode and relaxed. But I had a great weekend. As y'all saw, I was working. Sharice interview broke the internet. Thank y'all for watching it. Bazino interview did the same thing. Thanks for watching that. It was a great holiday, but I'm looking forward to see what Dustin did because I live vicariously through Dustin Ross, who, in my opinion, Dustin Ross, and I'm gonna say this on record, and I'm not gonna take it back. Dustin Ross is the Black Leonardo DiCaprio. And before Dustin gets on, I'm gonna tell y'all a story about him that happened. He has no idea because I was gonna save it. I was gonna save it for you guys. Baby, the Cloppen's name was iconic. Let's be clear. That Cloppen's name got me in trouble. Hey, Robin Dixon. Okay, now look. I'm at the gym yesterday, and this light-skinned guy comes up to me, and I'm like, and he was like, "Are you?" This is a funny story. Tall, light-skinned. I'm at the gym, and he goes, "Excuse me, are you that guy that does content?" I said, "Are you Giselle Bryant?" If I'm not the guy that does content, is that it? I'm the guy who does content. I said, and I guess I gave a look like, content? Nobody ever said that to me before. So he said, you be with my friend. And I said, who's your friend? He said, Dustin. I said, of course he is, baby. I said, of course he is. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Bring up the one, the only, Dustin Leonardo DiCaprio Ross.
See, I feel like Rick Ross. What did I do to deserve this? That's how I feel right now. First, let's get the pleasantries out the way, right? Happy New Year to you, Carlos, and team over at Kingdom Reign. Happy New Year to the motherfucking Raindrops. I'm so happy to be back home in my seat, occupying. Okay, and who was it? You gotta text me the name. Text me his name so I know who it was, and then I can give you the backstory and the Raindrops, whatever context they need to. But
check your phone. This is
I'm checking.
Dustin, it was either this or this.
Okay. Let me see. No. Maybe something else with that. Oh, was it this? Hold on. But no, you would have known that because it's not the same sound. Anyway, we'll talk later. But that's what's up, though. Look, tell him I said what's up. And you see he was in there getting right. So.
Well, everybody has to get right and rip for you, Dustin. Is that not the case?
No, they not. I'm inclusive. You know what I'm saying? I'm inclusive over here. We can all have a good time. You know what I'm saying?
How many at one time is a good time?
Depending on how many consenting participants we have. You got me up here sounding like Reese, man. Like I just want to fuck all the time. You know what I'm
saying? You listen. I'm Marceau, and you are clearly Maurice. Okay,
hey, 3 times a day, baby. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, ring my bell. 3 times a day. I was like, you know what? Felt, but I'm gonna save that though because we're gonna talk to him later. How was your New Year's Eve, Los? All out in, you said you was in Atlanta at the Gucci show and shit. You had a good time?
I had a great time seeing Gucci, man. It was a symphony orchestra. He had like the violinist, the maitre d' and all that. It was good. Yeah. He looked great. Keisha looked great as always.
You look nice too. This was on New Year's Eve.
Yes.
Okay. That looked good. The pinstripes, that looked good. But it was like, wasn't it like it was like rhinestones or something, right?
No, just pinstripe.
Oh, okay, it looked like they might have been Swarovski crystals or some shit. I don't know.
Oh no, I
Okay.
listen. I wish it was. No,
Well,
it
you
was.
were
It was.
shining. Okay, it looked good. It looked good.
Well, I have a lot of things glistening,
Yes, we love a glisten.
don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Especially
Mm-hmm.
during the
Twinkling
holidays.
glisten. Yes, we love that.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
especially a tingling sensation. That is.
Yes. Woo! No, but this is my favorite time of year. I'm in a good mood tonight. We're coming off of my favorite holiday of the calendar year. All my friends, you
And
included,
what you do?
I love New Year's
You
Eve.
do.
So a couple of my friends came by the crib. We pre-gamed over here, and then we went to a party in Brooklyn that night. That was incredible. Great party, the right people in the building. It was just a good time, really good energy. It just a great night. I love New Year's Eve. Love the midnight countdown moment. I love all of that. So I had a good time.
Were you counting at midnight?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Tell me
Yep.
when to stop.
With both hands. Yes. Because it's a 10 count, right? So that means you need both your hands. 10, 9, 8. You gotta have one. You gotta have a space filler, right? You got to. So that's 10. No, but it was a good night though. I had a good time. I did.
Did you kiss anybody at the strike of 12? Look at them. Ladies, gentlemen, gays, and babes, you have just witnessed Dustin Ross blushing.
No, I'm not blushing. You know what I'm saying? I love New Year's Eve. So I love every part of the holiday and the celebratory nature of it. It's very, hopeful, and everybody's happy, looking their best. You know what I'm saying? Oral hygiene on point. So, yeah, I had a midnight kiss. It was fun.
Oh,
It was just a kiss though. It wasn't no it was just a kiss. Yeah.
saliva. Was it
Nah,
given Apollo and Phaedra at bar
nah,
one that one
that
time? No.
nasty ass shit. They look so nasty and sloppy. They always was doing some nasty kissing shit. Remember when they was eating that pickle in that photo shoot?
Yes,
Disgusting. But no, it wasn't.
that was my New Year's actually.
Oh, really? Good for you. Look, all Lang Sing. Okay. Wow, Carlos. Wow, Carlos. That's what I'm talking about, man. Listen, you got to do that, man. So yes, I had an incredible New Year's though. Incredible.
Yes. All right.
Mhm.
So listen, we had a. I don't know what this has turned into. But listen, we are breaking in the new year right because at the end of the day, I need to hear from Dustin Ross because before we break on Maurice Scott's The Raindrops,
Mhm.
Maurice Scott is our guest of the evening. He's coming on shortly. We got to talk about the most recent episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Then we're going to get into Potomac. Claudia Jordan is going to join us in 15 minutes. Okay,
Yeah.
so Claudia Jordan will be here, and Blue is out sick. So let's wish Blue a get well, please.
Feel
Okay,
better, Blue.
okay. Yes, feel better, Blue. All right. So Dustin, I'm literally on my way to Colorado,
Mm-hmm.
and I get a phone call, and everybody watches Monday Night Live, okay? And I'm like, all right, let's have a real conversation. And
Yeah.
I had the pleasure of speaking to Sharice
Okay.
Jackson Jordan. Your name was brought up.
That's what's up. Hey, Cherise. What's going on? It wasn't me. It was Ashley. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't me, Sharice. It was Ashley. But go ahead, Carlo.
I'm at the airport, in the lounge,
Yeah.
just like,
Lounging.
and lounging.
Yeah.
And Sharice watched Monday Night Live and felt like, and I want to say this about Sharice so y'all can know, because a lot of people felt like, and I would love to get your thoughts, of course, but a
Mhm.
lot of people felt that, oh, Sharice is trying to get a storyline, or Sharice saw the backlash on social media. Sharice hit me up because she is not active on social media, but she is a friend and she watches Monday Night Live. And she felt that, oh, this is what people are thinking and saying, and rightfully so. She should be able to state her side of the story. So listen, it was no shade to Dust. It was all fun.
Yeah.
But I wanted y'all to know that if y'all think it was messy, it wasn't messy. I always love, putting Dustin on the spot. But Sharice did mention his name, and she just felt like everybody has all of these things that they're saying. So let me speak up for myself. And I'm like, you should. So decided to hit her up and say, are you available this day? She was. And we had a conversation. So Dustin, everybody is talking about the Sharice Jackson Jordan interview. And I would love to get your thoughts on it before I tell you mine, because I gagged.
Yeah. Well, you know what? For me, Carlos, once I even saw that you all were sitting down to talk, it was clear immediately that Sharice, man, she just wanted to be heard. She just wanted to have her say. When you watch that interview, what really stuck with me the most was when she said she didn't feel like she had an opportunity to give her side, give her say on anything. You know what I'm saying? Let alone something as important as one of her cast members trying to fuck on her son. You know what I mean? So like, of course, she just wanted to be heard and get that off her chest. I don't know if Sharice smoked weed, but it looked like she had just hit the blunt and sat down in that library room at that house, wherever she was. And she was just in her mode. She wanted to rant and rave and just get in her mode. It looked like she hit that blunt and stood up and put her arms out like Wonder Woman and spun around. You know what I'm saying? And got in that chair and took off. That's what it looked like, man. She was aiming all over the place. And again, I felt like she just wanted to be heard. Y'all sitting in an interview talking about Ashley saying she was screwing her son in her house. And somehow we're talking about Giselle and them trying to push her out of Potomac back in the day and all this other stuff. That's why I was like, Sharice, I don't know if she smoked weed, but that's how I talk after when I'm fresh off the blunt. You know what I'm saying? I'll talk to you about anything, detail for detail. So I just really felt like Sharice was in that mode where she just wanted to express herself and be heard. And she sat down in that chair and did just that. I think she wasn't really talking about shit. But again, it wasn't about that. She had not given her side. You know what I'm saying? And she deserved the opportunity to be given her side and for people to hear her out. And shout out to you for being a safe space for her to do that in. You know what I'm saying? Both of y'all got the conversation, got the eyes on it that were necessary. You see Robin and Giselle over there pissed off on reason. The show is called Reason to Be Pissed right now, because after the way we saw them up, they couldn't wait. They Giselle got in that damn G-Wagon so fast and zoomed to them iHeart Studios and Robin sat up on the couch and set that microphone up and they started talking, okay? Because they didn't like that shit that Sharice was talking in the interview. But again, I think that she just needed to be heard, man, and that I can definitely understand. I just think that she didn't say anything that moved the needle per se or gave us any clarity. She
but
just
see,
set her side.
All right, so I'll say this much. Number one, you're hilarious. Number two, as always, you are. Sharice, if you had some of Stacey's edibles or a Happy Eddie before the interview, let us know. That is a Dustin Ross question he has to have for you. If you're watching Sharice live, hit me up in the text message. Let me know. We love you, Sharice Jackson Jordan. I will say this much. I was under the impression that, okay, this interview would be about her stating her side of the story as it related to Ashley and her son, right? I was like, all right, look, no shade. I told myself, like, all right, you got like 30 minutes to have her dress it, whatever, all good. I got 30 minutes for my girl Sharice, no worries, right? So I knew that she felt that, okay, people are thinking I'm condoning this and I'm not. And the one thing I want people to understand that I gathered from it, I would love to know if you got this from her, Dustin.
Okay.
I think the main message she wanted to get across was Ashley's appearance on Watch What Happens Live, where she intimated, well, not even intimated, she pretty much said they had sex, right? And that maybe Sharice can look at the cameras and look at that. I felt that alone was the firestorm that erupted inside of her, where she's like, now you're getting comfortable. And that's why she said to me, remember, y'all, season 2 or 3, I told Ashley I would choke the shit out of you, right?
We on
She
season
felt that
10.
right. No. Right. Correct. I got from her that if Ashley would have said those things, right, Dustin? One thing
Mm-hmm.
about me and Jackson having a little kiss, she felt that this is just some shit that Ashley does. She didn't take anything seriously from it. She felt that the conversation that Ashley had on the show, Watch What Happens Live, was too much and too far. And I think for her, she felt like I am not condoning this part.
Yeah.
Whether or not that was clear, I don't know, but I did feel like she wanted to make that clear. But the
Mm.
main thing for me,
Mm.
I was
Here's
not
my
expecting.
thing, Carlos.
Go,
I don't
yeah,
want to
you go,
cut
you go,
you
you
off
go, you go.
either,
Go.
brother. I'm so
No,
sorry.
I want you to. I want you to.
That's the thing, though, because what kind of sense does that make, right? Had you checked Ashley when she first brought up the fact that anything intimate or sexual or romantic of any nature happened with your fucking son? Had you checked Ashley right there where she stood, the conversation on Watch What Happens Live never would have taken place. She never would have felt comfortable enough to add those extra details to make the story more salacious and make more people pay attention to it by doing so. So what? Oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hear you, Sharice, and I'm sure in her defense, right? She was in a tough spot. Her son is a grown ass man, you know what I'm saying, that has full free will to do whatever he wants with his body and his make whatever decisions he wants to make. But Sharice to us type of level, she knows she should have checked Ashley right where she stood as soon as she even joked. The fact that she would even joke about fucking on your son should have been enough to make you literally just see red. And so when you didn't have a reaction that a lot of other people would have had, not saying that there was anything wrong with her choice to react the way that she did, but had she reacted differently, Ashley never would have felt comfortable enough in her shoes to sit on that stage and say those things and double and triple down and paint a picture for everybody that was watching that show. She wouldn't have done it had Sharice stopped her in her tracks when she first brought that shit up. And that's the point that I think Sharice is trying to circumvent in her analysis of this. But if she would kind of refocus to that moment, like, hey, look at this let's zoom out and look at it on the most basic of levels. This person who is your peer essentially in this space and environment said that they was kissing on your son and perhaps may have screwed him. That's enough to get you to cuss her ass the fuck out right there as she stands. So sorry, Sharice, that happened to you. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully the next time somebody say they fucked their son, she'll know how to react in the moment and put a stop to all of that.
One thing that shocked me, first of all, if you saw me in Vail, keep your mouth shut and don't say anything in this group chat. If you to my beautiful raindrop who saw me in Vail.
No, you didn't.
Thank you. All right, moving on. Okay, so I got distracted real quick. All right, fine. I was not expecting Sharice Jackson Jordan to drag Giselle. I mean,
No.
maybe wrong word to use, and I'll come with another one. She caught a stray. The strays that Giselle caught I did not expect it. That's why I said to her, like Dustin, people are going to feel, and I'm people. We didn't see this coming.
They were damning things, damning accusations, really, 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 really forceful and final accusations. She lied on me. She stole the spot from me. She tried to push me out. She's the one who spread this rumor and said that thing. And these are all new accusations. Sharice definitely didn't have that energy when she was filming. She didn't have, and then again, I just think Sharice wanted to be heard, right? Because her being heard, I don't think is an excuse for all of us to tear her down. So I'm definitely not trying to do that. But the things that she said didn't make no damn sense. Why are you pivoting to talking about how they gang piled and ganged up on Stacey when you was a part of that? Sharice got on that show. Let me tell you about this one. When we went out, the guy, she
Is
did
that
that. She had that conversation. You know what I'm
is that
saying?
her voice?
That's what, yeah, that was her voice. When she was talking to you, she was in a mellow mood when you was interviewing her. But in that scene, when she was popping her shit about Stacy, that's what she said. She called her a hoe, I think, in that scene too, right? Didn't she say that? So like you was a part of all of that. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't understand why she's trying to make those. I don't know what point she was trying to make, but like we watched the same show. So you just say like I feel bad for being after they did me dirty. This is what she could have said that would have landed completely differently. Look, I watched this show. I saw the people's comments, and I can't believe that I didn't get pissed off in that moment and check her like I knew I should have. After seeing what everybody said about the scene and what happened to me, I'm pissed off. And if they did me dirty like that, I feel bad about being a part of them doing Stacy dirty. I feel bad about what I said about her on TV. Had she said that instead of glazing over the comment when she did vaguely mention it, talking about, and I said, whatever the thing was I said, when she said that to you or whatever, that's her acknowledgement of it, but it's not a direct acknowledgement of what she did and the role she played in that. So it was a bunch of mumbo jumbo, but I felt for her because I feel like she
Yes,
just wanted to be
yes.
heard. And on a human level,
Yeah,
I understood that. You know what I'm saying? I understood that
yes.
she just wanted to have her say. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
No, I agree. I agree with that. I totally agree with that. So, Raindrops, if you haven't watched it, check out my one-on-one interview with Sharice Jackson Jordan.
Mhm.
It's on my YouTube channel. Giselle and Robin spoke about it on this show today. And listen, I love Giselle. So I know
Mhm.
a lot of y'all took it as shade. I don't believe Giselle was shading me. I'm not going to do to Giselle what some of these ladies tried to do to me, which
Mm.
is take fun commentary and think they're dissing me. So when Giselle said, uh, Sharice called Carlos, and Carlos King's like, okay, I need content. I didn't take that as shade because at the end of the day, it's true. Like,
I wish I could dap you up right now.
bro, like, I, I, in the words of Monique Monique, I don't feel red.
Mm-mm.
So, but this to me is a classic case of, hey girls, when me, Dustin, and Claudia and Blue are doing our job recapping something that happened, it's not shade when it's true. Carlos needed the content. Yes, it's nice. I'm the king of reality television, and now I'm the king of content. I wanted to talk to her. And at the end of the day, I will end by saying this, and Dustin, I'm gonna let you close this out for me. I'll say this. I appreciate the space that I'm in where
Mhm.
people want to get their thoughts out and have their voices be heard. And I'm blessed that I have provided a platform where people do feel safe to say, I can go to all of these people, but I choose to go on Carlos' platform because I know that he's going to handle me with care, ask me all the questions. I get to be myself uninterrupted. So I appreciate that. And
Yeah.
last but not least, High Potomac with the Stacy interview, with the Sharice interview. I'm looking forward to next season.
Talk your shit, Los. That's right. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Hell yeah. Yep.
Yes. All right. So there we go with that one. Bring Sharice back. I want Sharice back. I want Robin back. And I want Potomac next season to gather these true real life friends who have history and are able to really have dialogue. So Carlos Reginald King the first. I'm advocating, I'm not saying full time, I'm advocating unless they want to. I'm advocating for Sharice and Robin to come back because I want to see Sharice, Robin, Giselle, and Ashley,
And
and
Karen
Monique, and Karen, and Monique to
and
all have
Wendy.
this conversation. Yes, because based on what Sharice said, there's a lot that has to be addressed. So
Yeah. It's gonna be
looking forward
real
to next
interesting.
season.
it's gonna be real interesting to see how that casting shakes out next season over in Potomac. It's gonna be real interesting to see what
Yes,
happens. So
yes,
yeah.
yes. All right. So the moment y'all been waiting for, we got Maurice, Jefferson, Scott coming up. But first, let me say hello to the woman of the hour, the beautiful, always stunning Claudia Jordan.
Hi. Hello. Happy holidays.
Hey, what's up, friend?
What's up, y'all?
I
How's
missed you.
y'all too? Both of you. Mwah, mwah.
Yes, yes.
I'm too long. Y'all are cute.
You look beautiful.
You look gorgeous.
I
Mhm.
do. I feel so I'm so out of breath. This anemia. I gotta kick anemia's ass this year. So ladies, get checked. A lot of us are anemic. I have to have next Wednesday. I'm out of breath. A 4-hour IV put in to restore my iron reserves. Check your ferritin levels. It should be 80 at least. Mine is a 4. The doctor said it's the lowest he's seen in his life, and I literally am running on 0 iron. So tired.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I've been feeling like so weak, and then I felt I had a rough week with the internet and just being dragged, and I was depressed and like sad. All that's related. Like
Yeah.
you're running on empty butts. I have tea. I have caffeine. I'm not gonna be empty for this tea tonight, so we're gonna be good. I'm gonna kick his butt this year. It's something that can
All
be.
right.
It's something that can be fixed.
You need more
All
Rubik
right.
drills. You got to take more personal time this year, boo. You've been
Yeah.
working your ass off.
You
gotta
really
take
have
more
been.
trips. Yeah,
I'm trying to catch up.
I know.
No, you've been doing a lot. And look, you look good doing it. My last question before I bring on Maurice from Love and Marriage Huntsville is when the clock is it struck?
Struck.
Struck.
When the clock struck 12, did you kiss anybody?
I did.
We lift
We
our
are your
hands in the
boys.
sanctuary. Yes, we do.
I
Good
still
for
have
you.
not had sex though. I'm still a born again virgin.
Bad for you. No, I'm just playing. That's a. I'll put it in the group chat.
And I do it, which me and my girl Tracy Edmonds had a nice talk today about relationships and what we're doing, what we're doing for this year. We had a nice accountability, hold each other to the standard and not going for this, that, and the third. It was a great positive conversation. And I'm speaking that to existence, but it's not going to be like I said. I don't do things often. When I do, it's going to be very worthy.
Yeah.
And when I do break this streak, the grip, so strong, y'all. A refurbished version. That's what I'm gonna be.
Well, look, we have.
Wait, y'all. Did y'all kiss? I'm sorry.
Well, you have to rewatch the show.
Oh, I have to watch the show. I can't just ask my dear friends that just told me they love me.
They do love you. Dustin said he did.
Dustin?
I did, yeah.
Oh, you
just a real quick little,
man, why was that?
Yeah. Might have been a 1 second beat, like
a 1
beat.
Yeah. I can never tell if you're in a relationship or if you're single, if you're in these streets. I don't know. What were you doing?
No, I was telling them I went to Nene and Tamar's New Year's Eve party.
So you kissed on that Nene and Tamar's party?
Did you go alone? Who was you at the concert with? Because you went to the Gucci Man show before that, right?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh wait, him?
Carlos. Yeah, he went to Gucci show.
Oh, you know we had a date.
No, I went with friends. It was me.
I love a good New Year's date. That's fun.
Yes, it was me plus 3.
Oh, 3.
Yeah.
That's
not all of,
a gaggle.
Progressive.
I realized how that came off. Guys, that came out so wrong. I don't.
So right.
The comments are commenting. No, that's
if that's what you wanted to do, hey.
I am not Neo. Okay, y'all got the wrong Libra. Okay, no, that wasn't the case. But we have fun. Speaking of Libras, we have one in the building waiting for us. Claudia, Dustin, y'all ready?
He didn't answer us, but okay.
Yep.
Yes. So, no, I definitely.
Yup.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah. Look,
You
I have to
can
think about
deck
it.
the halls with bells of holly.
You said deck the halls with what?
Boughs of holly. La 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 la.
Claudia is so sweet.
It's my name. I'm innocent.
Look at this comment.
Oh,
Ooh.
hot cocoa, 5 4.
anyways, I'd rather y'all just blown up my not y'all too. I'm talking about the raindrop because they don't miss a thing. All right. So,
No.
ladies, gentlemen, gays and days, Love and Marriage Huntsville is back. Last Saturday's episode was a doozy. So we have the man of the hour. Give it up for the man who may love sex more than Dr. Ruth, Maurice Jefferson Scott.
Hello, everyone. Hello,
Hello,
everyone.
Reed.
How you guys doing today?
Greetings, Maurice. Happy New Year. How are you?
I can't hear Claudia.
Can you hear me?
No?
I can hear Carlos. I can hear Dustin, but I can't hear Claudia.
You can't hear me in this sultry voice.
She has a nice microphone, though.
Really?
You can't hear her, Maurice?
Can't hear her. Do I need to, like...
So you can't
Like,
hear me say
log out,
you dead
log
ass
back in?
on the show the way you did your way. The way that you did not
It
want
sounds like she's going off, though.
and the way
Man.
She
your
is.
wife wants
She
to
is.
run,
Right.
you just want to
No.
you can't hear me.
No. Okay, do this. Maurice, log off and come back in.
All right.
Claudia, your ass is crazy.
You couldn't hear me, right? But the raindrops heard me, right? Raindrops, give me a thumbs up if you want more of that energy.
No, we all can hear you. This
But
is
he
gonna be
couldn't.
very,
But he couldn't.
very interesting.
He's
No.
lying to avoid accountability.
Oh, okay, he's back in. Let's add him back to the stage, team.
There we go. Look at that, man. That was
Right.
fast.
Can you
Yeah.
hear Claudia now?
Yeah, she was breaking up a little
Now
bit with
we
some
can't hear
static.
her. I can't hear
I'm messing
Claudia.
with y'all. Can y'all hear
Good.
So Maurice, before we get into the latest episode, Love and Match Huntsville, how was your holiday? How was your Christmas and your New Year's?
Oh, Christmas was great. New Year was great. Well, New Year's wasn't as great as it could have been. My babe, she was sick, so we
Oh,
didn't
man.
get a chance to go out and everything. So I was at home, man, taking care of the sick and shut in.
We hope she feel better.
Yeah, she's better now. But
Did she
Yeah,
have
this-
that nasty flu that's been going? Everybody's been getting that flu real bad.
you know what? I don't know. It was like it was unexplainable because she had a really bad headache, but she didn't have any other symptoms except for like a headache. Like it was just it was it might be foretelling, the episode or
yeah.
something.
Oh, the old I got a headache. Oh,
Claudia.
I hope she feels better.
hmm
So Maurice, let's get right into it. Thank you so much for hopping onto Monday Night Live. You know you are cooking up a lot, Maurice, when you are already on your second appearance.
Hey, and thank you for coming back. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Mhm.
Yes. So let's just get right into it, Maurice. We had a scene where you and your beautiful wife Kimmy
Mhm.
were in therapy, and the conversation of sex came up. This scene, even before it aired on Saturday, the blogs picked it up from the Jasmine brand to the Neighborhood Talk. You were trending on social media before, again, the episode on Saturday, where you said something along the lines of, growing up, you were taught that it's easier. Well, how about you say? I don't want to butcher your line.
I want to answer this question, right?
Mhm.
But
Can I say it first for those who haven't seen?
Yeah, go ahead.
Tell me if I got Dustin. Dustin has a better memory. Dustin, do you remember?
Mhm.
Do you remember verbatim what was said?
Mm-hmm.
Say it, Dustin.
Maurice, you said that when you were growing up, you remember
This is
people
totally
saying that a woman could, that you remember a woman saying that she could lay down longer than you could stand up, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, that was a quote.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It was a saying.
right.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah. Mhm. But before I answer this, right, and I'm really curious. I'd like to get each of you, Carlos, you go last because you're the producer. But I'd like to get you guys take about the whole, that whole exchange.
Ooh, starting with Claudia Jordan.
What would you like to know, Maurice? What would you like exactly to know?
I'd like to know your full take, like your understanding of it.
I was in a similar situation. I understand. So you want more sex, right? And your wife wants more of the quality time that leads her to want to give you more sex, and she thinks it's going to be a better quality of sex. And it seems like you're frustrated. Maybe you're not getting as much as you like, and you want her to be on the same page with you, like numerically. And I think you guys want the same thing, but she wants more quality. It comes off like you want it more times, like you just want to do it more. But you probably both want better quality sex, right?
I'm gonna reserve my response until we're done.
Okay. All right, Maurice King.
That was very introspective. I like that.
Thank you.
What about you, Dustin?
We on Maurice Night Live tonight, y'all. The hell with Monday Night Live. It's Maurice Night Live, goddamn. Okay, you know what I'm saying? As a guest, let me say,
not a guest,
but no. So I felt like we were. First of all, I felt like you and Kimmy should be applauded for even having that therapy session on camera, where you were. Even though this is a reality show, and we know that more often than not, a lot of talent is really guarded about matters so personal as something as your sex life with your wife. So that's a private matter. Kudos to y'all both for sharing on screen. You know what I'm saying? That moment with us. I felt like, per the conversation and per what you offered and what Kimmy offered to the conversation, it seems like y'all got a really healthy, active sex life. You know what I'm saying? And you like to have a lot of sex. Kimmy has the sex with you that you like to have, and she's asking for more of an intimate roadway to the sex and more quality time spent doing things other than having sex. You were unapologetic about your sexual desires, you know what I'm saying? And y'all were trying to find a way to meet in the middle without compromising each other's integrity, dignity, self-respect, all of those things. It sounded like you guys were trying to find a path toward that, and you were offering some context as to some again, real personal shit from your childhood that may have contributed to your needs and desires and wants today. That's what I got from the conversation.
Yeah, thanks. That's wow.
Yeah. You're supposed to wait. Don't say nothing. You're supposed to wait.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's Carlos.
No. But listen, watch the reunion of Love and Marriage Huntsville coming soon in 2026. Maurice already knows how I feel about it. I did want Claudia and Dustin to have the conversation with you because, how do you want me to ask you how about you answer first what you meant by that saying? Because there is this question that I do want to ask you on behalf of the audience that has been the most asked question when it comes to that particular scene. But before I get into all of that, what did you mean by that comment and how it really did rile a lot of people up?
Well, ultimately, guys, they just don't last as long as women do, right? And I think that
in health.
No, just in sex, guys don't last as long as women. Like, the best performing guy can't last as long as a woman can.
You mean men are quicker to orgasm than women typically in a sexual setting?
Absolutely. Okay. That was well said, Dustin. That's exactly what I meant.
We got to be clear, man, because all they're gonna do is take what you say and twist that shit into something else. So I think we all just need to be crystal clear.
Crystal clear. Women typically, it takes them longer to orgasm. They typically don't orgasm from just penetration alone, and she can lay down longer than you can stand up.
Claudia, is that true? What are your thoughts on that, Claudia?
When the mental is not there. I do think that's what your wife is trying to tell you in so many words without hurting your feelings. And they're done that actually. So I'm not coming from a pointing my finger at you. I've been there. It's frustrating where you love the person, you're in love with the person, but sexually you're on two different pages. And you may feel like you're getting lackluster sex from her, or she's just kind of just going through the motions and not really in it like before. A woman, like, they say we're really complicated, but I do think sexually it's the stuff you do before you get into bed. Like, you may get a lot of enjoyment out of inserting your penis in her vagina, and the friction alone is like, that feels good. But a woman, it's really not that. It's really the lead up to that. And it ain't, you gotta go spend a bunch of money and flowers and dinner. It's the little things, right? And I swear to you, small adjustments will get her more into the sex that you do have, where she'll want to do it more. When you feel like your man is just mounting you and hitting it, and I'm not saying that's your stroke, please don't take it as that, right? But just mounting you, it's less of a connection. It's more of a physical connection. It's very hard for us to get off on that. I've had men with amazing bodies and fine as hell, and the penis is great. But if I wasn't there mentally, it ended up feeling like a chore, and then I wanted to do it less. Then he's frustrated, like, what's wrong with you? I got all this. I'm like, but it's the things in between. It's the text in the middle of the day that's like, babe, I can't wait to be beside you later on tonight. It's the when you're walking by in the kitchen, grabbing her by her hips and grazing her. It's the little things like that that get us like for later, and then your sex is gonna be better when she feels that. You know what I mean? If I can just give you that one, I went on a couples retreat, and my boyfriend, my ex-boyfriend's sex life was made a thing, and in therapy, he said, I'm not sexually attracted. He said no when they asked if he was sexually attracted to me at the time. And I wasn't either, but I lied because I know reality TV. So I was protecting him. He was a reality TV virgin. But we both were feeling that way. It was a disconnect. And it was very similar to what y'all going through. And that's why I kind of understood that's kind of my take, He's like, I'm still attracted to you. I want to have sex with you. Like more and more and more and more and more. And the more was not hitting for me because it wasn't quality to me, because I wanted the thing to get me riled up. The foreplay for women is way before you take your pants off. You know what I mean? It is. It's like, babe, I made plans for tonight. Don't even worry about it. Don't even ask no questions. I got it. Like, we like men that we thought planned something for us. That's enough for us to get on our group text. I promise you, there's a group text with your girl, with your wife and her friends. Girl, today I didn't even have to even think about it. He set up the dinner reservations and laid a dress out for me. He's getting it when I get home. It's stuff like that. It's like the intent, like it's stuff like that that gets us where we want to like give you that enthusiastic sex that you probably had in the beginning of the relationship. And that it ends up falling by the wayside. You have kids, you have families, you have house mortgage, and then you just try to get it in when you can, and it's a quickie, and it probably feels empty to her. And then that makes her not want to do it as much. And then resentment, like, why does my woman not want me? And she does, but she wants you, like, it's like you both like steak. You're okay with it going in the microwave. She needs it to be cooked longer.
That's it. That's it.
And that, that's the best way I can.
Claudia.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
And
so,
yeah.
No, go finish, please. Claudia,
It's hard to say that to your partner, though. Like, I can say it to you because I'm not in y'all's relationship, right? Because I've been through with my ex, and I feel like that one adjustment would have got us married. Because at the end of the day, he wasn't a complicated man. He just wanted passionate, hot sex like he had from his girlfriend when we were early on in the relationship. Then it becomes a, what do they call it? Like a Mexican standoff, where it's like, you lower your gun. Who's gonna go first? You're like, when you give me that hot sex, I'm going to give you the dinners and the romance. And then she's like, when you give me the dinners and the romance, then I'm going to give you the hot sex. Neither one of y'all will come off your square. So then it becomes.
That's fair.
Right. And then like nobody wants to go first. And it's hard to go first because you got years of resentment. What about me? And why won't you do this for me? And she's like, why won't you do this for me? And you're like, but you're my wife and I pay the bills and I do this and I do that. I'm telling you, it's one of the simplest and hardest things to do. But if you really want to go there, like, well, we did therapy, and when we got back, we definitely did make some adjustments, but we just needed to carry on longer. We didn't, you know what I mean? But I feel like if I could tell you anything, we broke up after it. Y'all are married. Y'all have more at stake. If someone could just go first and put like the pride aside, it'll make a huge adjustment in your relationship. You know what I mean? No one will keep talking about it. Just do it, you know? And
Maurice, how do you feel about what Claudia's saying?
She's 100% on point. I think that I've been in therapy now much longer. So all of the points that she's making now, mind you, they not finished with me yet. The marriage menders are still working on me. I have highs and lows. And a lot of it is because I've carried baggage and stuff for so long to where, getting that emotional intelligence, that emotional connection. And Kim, it's not like Kimmy hasn't told me, about some of this. Like, if you get in my head, you get in my pants. And that's, sometimes this is the hard part sometimes about that. It still feels great. So it's like, hey,
for you or for her?
For me.
Okay.
So when it feels like it's still passionate and it seems like the passion's there, but you can tell based on frequency, based on feedback, like the connection. Slowly but surely, all of these other things have gotten in the way of me being on her mind. And ultimately, that's the thing, getting back on her mind like it was when we first got together, when we first met. I want to dominate her mind. Like, you know what? I'm thinking about my man all day. He's doing this, he's doing that. And she told me something that kind of like threw me off. She said, I want my man. No, she said, I want you to be desired by other people. And I was like, wait, what? And she was like, no, I want you to treat me so good to the point to where other people envy the way that you treat me.
Yep.
And I was like, it's kind of counterintuitive, but it makes sense. Like, at the end of the day, nobody wants to be the only person that likes somebody.
Remember the group text thing when we have with our women, our friends? Like, I have a friend that has like the perfect situation, and we're like, damn, we don't want him, right? Because respect, and that's our friend. But what he does, we're like, yo, you better be taking care of that man because he's doing the right things. Like, he's doing the things without asking. Nothing is more unsexy than having to tell you to do everything. Just like you don't want to have to tell her, I need more head, or I need you to do this, I need you to do that. You want her to just do it, right? It's women are more cerebral. Like, you can still say it feels good, but really, you can have the best package, body, everything. It ain't gonna feel good to our body, but we'll fake it unless it feels good up here. It has to feel with us. Like, that's how y'all can go bang something that's not your wife and have zero feelings about it and still come.
Not me.
Okay.
But
women, we don't really cheat or look elsewhere unless we're very unhappy in our relationship and we're looking for that thing that's lacking somewhere else. It's never just like, oh, I just gotta get one off with another dude. It's not that.
Because one thing I want to ask you about is the white refrigerator story. Shout out to DJ Richie Skyprint to the show, who said, Carlos, please ask him this question. You made another analogy. Well, I'm sorry, not analogy. You talked about how you were growing up. The white refrigerator in your childhood home was chained. And how that, of course, has a lot to do with the present. Can you explain that to us? Because there are some people who thought, and I'm sure you saw this, so I'm not lying. People on Twitter call you Maurice Luther King Jr. They believe this is another one of his isms, that instead of taking accountability, he's making up a story about a white refrigerator being chained. And was it only chained to you? Was it chained for your other siblings? They wanted some backstory on that and why you felt the need to bring that up when it comes to your marriage and sex life to Kimmy.
Well, I think that the connection was made by the therapist. I wasn't that in touch to understand any connection, how that even played in. And I think it also goes back to a little bit of the baggage, like I said, that you bring to a marriage. And that was just one of the things. And you don't know it until someone like a professional points it out. Hey, maybe this had something to do with it. All right. But the refrigerator actually had a lock on it. That's not figurative. That was a real lock. It was locked for everybody. And it was because, there's 10 mouths to feed in the house. And if you have all of these, and it's 6 boys, 2 girls, right? Plus the parents. So when you have all of these children that are growing boys, all you need is one. you know, don't multiply it by 6, and then you have all of these kids that are trying to eat all day long or whatever, and then there has to be a stop to it. That's if you just ate 3 times a day, that's 210 meals that a parent has to provide per week. So I can understand from my dad's perspective, we had limited resources growing up. You can't eat up all the food because then nobody has any food. So it was like a regulation, but you don't get that as a kid. As a kid, you go to the refrigerator and you're like, why can't there's stuff in there? Why can't I have some? And it just didn't register. It didn't make sense.
I want to focus a little bit on the emotional intelligence piece, right? Because I like the fact that you said it felt like a moment of accountability when you all were in conversation in session, and you said that you realized that you didn't have any emotional intelligence. There's been several times. Sometimes I think, Maurice, your message gets lost in the delivery sometimes, right? And it's because you're talking about stuff that's hard to fucking talk about. So sometimes it's hard to just directly and blatantly communicate your feelings, right? And sometimes we feel burdened with the responsibility to persuade others into understanding where we're coming from, as opposed to just making our point. And I think that's where the disconnect occurs. A prime example of that is with the offering of the colloquialism, we'll call it, right, about the laying down and standing up thing. The insertion of that phrase threw off everything in the entire session, right? When you were offering it to communicate to the therapist and to Kimmy that I thought that women could last longer in a sexual situation than men, I didn't know that you had these needs, right? But when you offer up that saying, number one, people think that you feel like that, and that's why you're sharing it, right? Which wasn't the case. You were just trying to give some context. And number two, it distracts people from the main point. And I think that with the conversation that we saw a couple seasons ago when Kimmy was going through her treatment, right, to different conversations we've seen concerning your sons, I think that sometimes in the message, are you recognizing a pattern with that after seeing yourself in these conversations, in succession on television, or like what got you to the point where you realized there was a disconnect with the emotional intelligence piece?
I think going through therapy, and better yet, starting therapy and then going to certain sessions.
Yeah.
And this is the first time I've actually have done some work as far as therapy. And we started it for our marriage, but then it also, they start digging in and they start finding everything else. And the best way for me to describe it is like climbing a ladder, right? Where I come from, you guys know because you guys, grew up in Michigan, but Pontiac is the hole in the donut. They literally, we called it the hole in the donut because any way that you go outside of Pontiac, you go to this beautiful, space where things look just like magnificent. Homes are beautiful. The schools are better. Everything. It's almost like the air is better. And we're trying to escape that. 31 of my friends died before I was 21. 31 of my friends were dead before I was 21. I had people were locked up for making poor decisions. So in my lifetime, trying to escape the gravitational pull of poverty, I couldn't sit around and emote. My defense mechanism was, hey, tunnel vision, transactional, logical thinking. Because if you get it to a chance if you really take the chance and sit there and start thinking about your surroundings and all of the trauma that comes along with it, you might find yourself depressed. You might find yourself ready to I'll leave that there. you might find yourself at a level of depression. So the escape route that I felt was like, hey, I got to escape this. And as I'm climbing the ladder, some stuff starts falling off. Okay, I don't have to worry about these bills. My son don't have to grow up in this. We're making moves. But along that climb, even though certain things are falling off, until somebody points out, hey, what's that backpack you still got on there? I'm like, I didn't even really feel it because I'm climbing this ladder, right? And I've grown used to carrying this weight. But until someone points that out, then that's like, oh, yeah, that's something new. Let's unpack that.
Yeah.
Is that something?
Go
Oh,
ahead,
I'm sorry.
Lars. Go ahead,
No,
Lars.
I was gonna say. So with that being said, when you just mentioned the word transactional, right, and how those things were for you growing up, the right refrigerator situation. When you see those things that occur to where some people look at it like, okay, is the kids being greedy? These things are transactional. Do you think when it comes to being greedy and transactional, that is how you are when it comes to sex with your wife? That is very transactional, and you are greedy because people do believe you're a sex addict.
People's understanding about my sex life isn't that it's transactional. First of all, I love my wife. During the period of us, getting to know each other before we got engaged and married, I spent 7 years looking like this. She seems too good to be true. Like legitimately, I was waiting for the other shoe to drop because it's like if you walked outside of your house and you saw a 7 carat diamond, you're like, come on, that's not really a 7 carat diamond, right? And then you walk past it, like there's got to be a trap somewhere. If I pick up this diamond, are they gonna arrest me? But sometimes that blessing literally is there for you. And part of this whole situation is like, man, I can't believe that she's my wife. I love her. And some of this stuff, like what Dustin was talking about earlier, is I've put my wife in harm's way. And she's been collateral damage for my conversations. And I think that part of me signing up for reality TV was, you know what? Reality TV, what it meant to me logically was, hey man, you got to be willing to fail in front of people.
Yeah.
Can I
And
ask?
be
Oh,
go
sorry.
ahead.
I'm sorry, I'm going to cut you off. The too good to be true thing, when people feel that way,
Mhm.
a lot of times people will continue to test and push to see, like, she's too good to be true. This got to be something wrong with her. Let me try it with her real quick. Try to push the envelope a little bit. See if she'll stick around. Oh, she stayed around for that? Ah, man. Still can't believe you're real. So let me just test you again. Do you think you do that? Because it's...
That's a good question. I haven't had that conversation in therapy, but I will take it. Are you a professional?
Not at all.
Okay, I'm gonna take that to the professionals and ask them about that. But
I've
like,
had a lot of short-term relationships where I as soon as I get out of things too soon. Like I'm like,
see,
oh,
but
argue twice, bye. You know what I mean?
but Claudia, this is the thing about relationships, right? Dustin, have you ever been married?
Hell no.
Okay.
No,
I
I ain't
was
never
for
been
less than a
married.
year.
No.
Like I had a marriage less than a year.
Okay.
But
So this is the thing to me about marriage. We make a vow for better or worse, right? And sometimes, man, when I read the comment section, it's like, damn, we're doomed when it comes to marriage. This literally is the foundation of our our economy, is the foundation of who we are as culturally. Like we lose so much when we don't have that family unit. So if you're gonna leave and bolt when you find out that, hey, your husband or your wife needs to unpack something that they may have been carrying forever, right? I don't know about this lack of emotional intelligence until I get introduced to it from someone else. Then I'm like, oh damn, that do make sense. That might be the reason why this happened or that happened. And then I'm trying to grow in front of the same people that say, hey, we'd like to see you grow, but then they castrate you like, hey, you'll never grow out of that.
Fuck
So
them
to me,
people,
it's like,
man. You
yeah,
can't
that's
pay people no attention, bro, because you're talking about something as serious as your marriage, right? And
Mhm.
you're the one that's in that marriage. You have to live in that, right? So if you're not gleaning any positive affirmations or any good advice or good tips or good things that you could be that would be useful in your marriage, it's not sensical for you to even pay any attention, because look how it's distracting you now. I think that I believe you when you say that the levels of emotional intelligence that are necessary to sustain your marriage are something new for you to understand. I believe that, because that's growth. That's what happens with people. I think that it becomes challenging when they see things like what you said to Kimmy. And I really would love for you to kind of clear this moment up for people, right? When you all were in session and Kimmy said, listen, I just need some more quality time. I just need more time or whatever outside of the sex. And you immediately interjected and said, that ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Something like that messages to the audience, and I'm sure I assume Kimmy, it messages to her that like you don't care about their feelings. It's said in a way that is literally by definition careless. It's said in a way that appears selfish, or as if you're not even aware that your choice of words in that moment would be hurtful to Kimmy, right? So what do you have to say about moments like that, Reese, as we move forward in the show, seasons deep, and we're watching y'all actually do the work, which you should be commended for? I think it's moments like that that you need to clear up for the people tonight.
First of all, that goes back to what I was saying earlier about words that should have never been spoken, right? If the camera wasn't there, this is now a safe space in which you just reveal everything to your therapist. Because the camera's there, then there's certain things that literally you shouldn't say, even if you believe them to your soul. And I think that there's a fine balance that you walk, or I should walk in my growth. Number one, there's a level of reality that I need to give to the public. And then there's a level of responsibility that I owe to my wife that supersedes all of that, right? Ultimately, she should never have to bear the brunt of something that I've done. Now, mind you, I don't know what Carlos got cooked up for the rest of the season, but we may actually revisit this later on down the line.
Okay.
However,
watch this Saturday's episode, Maurice.
Maurice, do you use sex?
Carlos,
Do you use sex to get through a disagreement or an argument instead of the communication? Because I think people think after they have sex and they come, right? They have an orgasm, that we can just shelf the thing that was the problem because we just had sex. And it's like a Band-Aid until I can just put it off a little while. And I think maybe like you're having sex, wanting it 3-4 times a day this far into your marriage is congratulations. You can still do that, but like, I think when people do that, it's almost to shut the person up, right? She's like saying, I need closeness, I need this. You like, oh, come here, baby. And then you go to sleep. Conversation is stalled now. We ain't talking about that tonight. And then we gonna I'm just gonna give you dick instead of the emotional thing that she wants. And I think people use sex and they think once they have sex, it's like you shut up for a little while. You kind of put it off. Oh, that was great, or whatever, and you don't want to like say anything for a little while. Do you think you giving sex in place of the emotional thing that she's looking for, the emotional piece, the answers, the questions, the thing that she's lacking? You're both lacking something, right? She's lacking something from you, you're lacking something from her. But do you think you do that like to kind of put a sock in it a little bit?
I think at that time I didn't know the level of connection, and I'm still learning, of course. All of the things that my wife wants as far as connectivity and being close and everything else. And that's why even earlier when you were talking about the mental side of the relationship and how you feel in your heart when he's not there, right, matters more. And I think that the sex part was the connection. I felt like you kind of got to be close to have sex, right?
No, you
But
don't. No, you
yeah,
don't.
that's
You can have sex with a prostitute, a lot lizard. You can, you know what I mean? She
a
doesn't want
what?
to. a lot lizard. Those old ladies that be the truck stop, just jumping different. She doesn't want to get fucked. She wants to be made love to. She wants to connect with you. She wants to have the kind of sex where you look in each other's eyes and you feel it. Have you ever had sex when you cried? You got emotional, not because it hurt or anything, but because it's like so overwhelming. The love you feel, the stress, like the closeness. It doesn't happen a lot, but when it happens,
Man, dude,
Hey, listen, this is
have you had
Claudia.
it?
You made a man cry.
Yes, we both did, and I did, and I thought something was wrong, but it was, you know what it was? It was an overwhelming feeling of love, and that made me want to do it with him all the time. But when a man hops on top of me, he can have the best dick, the best body, the best stroke. If I don't feel the emotional thing and it's meaningless to me. It actually kind of hurts more because you're not getting as wet, because you're not we get turned on mentally. You can play with nipples and titties and clits and all that, right? That does not get us as wet as when our mind is blown. I'm telling you, promise you, the finest man can't do nothing for your body if you're not feeling it mentally, outside of drunk flings and all. But like in a relationship, you have to feel that thing, and you'll get such a different level of sex from your woman. I promise you. It's a different level of sex. When you get to a point where you can feel emotional, where you're like, I almost can't even take it, that is lovemaking. There's fucking, there's banging, and there's lovemaking. And when a woman gets that, it don't have to be that every time because that's a whole production. But I promise you, she's going to want to give it to you more because she's like, I need that. That's magic to us. Y'all magic is busting the nut, right? Our magic is a heart feeling like,
Claudia, we have teenagers in the room.
And Claudia.
yeah. I only got cats. I don't have kids.
I'm quite sure you don't want no nigga that's crying every time.
Hey, listen, I got to follow up on that.
I'm sure you don't want nobody crying every time you're about to fuck. What kind? You don't want no crying ass man every time y'all about to do it. Feelings and cry. Okay, now we can talk. You know what I'm saying? We can talk.
I for what a woman's feeling though, and I'm not saying the man crying.
No, that's why I love.
He might be right though, because Jodeci made that song "Cry for You." You know what I'm saying?
But that's why I love the fact that we have a Claudia. That's why it's always tell men this. It's always important to have a Claudia Jordan in any situation. A Claudia Jordan like, right? Especially her, but you get.
There's only one, but thank you.
Hey, Claudia.
No, there is.
I have a follow up on that one.
Okay.
Was that the same guy that you eventually cut off?
No, this was before him.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. When we did our couples therapy, when we got back, he's not a crier. So let me clear it up. I don't want the man to be every time he's in me. No, it's really about the woman feeling like, oh my God, like that connection is strong. So when we went through therapy and we talked about the time we weren't sexually compatible, when we came back and we applied some of the therapy, we had an emotional time. Well, I was, and he felt it like as a better experience with me because it was more of the magic that was passion was there, right? There's a difference between and passion, right?
Yes.
And I felt emotionally connected to him after that, and I wanted to do it more. He felt a stronger nuts, a connection, whatever it was. He didn't cry, but I felt he felt it better and differently.
Gotcha.
No, this is good. Before we
I just want to say this though. This ain't no compatibility issue. This is simply an issue of frequency and attention, right? Maurice got it made, right? You have a beautiful wife who is giving you what you need. The what I saw in that conversation was just a request for a breath. You know what I'm saying? Let me just like give me just a date where we not fucking, we can just hang out. You can show love to me in other ways. I'm still gonna give you what you need. Just give me a little bit more attention. I don't think that was difficult for you to grasp at all, Maurice. You smart as hell. So this is not an issue of y'all having to find a connection back to each other. Y'all are connected. Y'all just need to be connected but disconnected in that way for a second, in addition to what you already doing. Instead of 3 times, maybe 2.
You know what, Dustin? I think that it's a different connection. Like, I think it's between you and Claudia's perspectives on it. To me, it was like we're connected, obviously, because we're married and everything else. However,
that don't mean it's connected.
Yeah, I'm saying desire for my wife is not It's the
Waning.
desire for her,
Yeah.
regardless of the desire for her body, regardless of the fact that I
Right.
personally desire her sexually. It is like overwhelming her emotionally, similar to like Claudia and getting men to cry. Like I wanted her
Well,
at
getting
that
me to
level.
cry. I never had a man cry, but I did have a man
Yes.
cry down
The
the hall.
tears of a clown, baby. Okay, go ahead, Maurice.
So Maurice, before I let you go, we
Mhm.
do have a $50 super chat from Just Spoons Cafe. Hey, Just Spoons, they're in Florida. Go check them out. The comment said he watched too much Triple X. He doesn't know how to finesse that thing. So your final comment of the night, Maurice, would you like to address this super chat?
Yeah, I guess whoever that is, I don't think that you've been in my bedroom with my wife and I, so you don't know if I know how to perform or not. However, as far as the intimacy part of it, I think that that was a growth thing, and I'm still growing, and I'm going to get better. That's the commitment to me, from me to my wife, is that I'm going to continuously keep working to get better. I love her.
Do you guys still kiss?
We appreciate that.
You say what?
You guys still kiss, like French kiss? Like, do you still do that?
See, you didn't even watch the episode from Christmas special.
Yeah,
I can tell. I can tell. That's the Christmas special. All you gotta do is go back and see, bro.
I had to do it. I was dying, but I was able to watch it.
Claudia, not dying.
I was
Claudia,
dying, and I have anemia.
We did a Christmas special a few weeks ago, and they tongue kissed under the mistletoe because they won the game. So no, y'all do have that. I'm with Dustin. Look, I will always say this, and this is why I love this show so much. You guys do have uncomfortable conversations on camera, whereas other shows get away with not giving their reality on camera. I know it's difficult. I'm not saying it's easy. I know it's hard. I will say when it comes to you guys, the Huntsville cast, y'all do an amazing job at not letting it get to y'all. Do you know what I mean? Like to where it dominates your everyday life, because I've seen you guys be able to withstand the talk of social media and all of that. So I appreciate it first and foremost. So Raindrops, look, you're gonna see an episode this Saturday, and you're gonna want Maurice back on the show. But just know, Maurice, I'm gonna tell y'all now because I don't need the mean tweets. I do believe this is the mid-season finale this Saturday.
We just came back, Carlos.
You act like it's my decision.
Well, who do
now you know better.
Carlos, do y'all do mid-season finales like every 3 episodes? What's happening right now? What's happening? I know it's not the fault, but damn it, who do we? Oprah? We gotta call Oprah.
Don't say that. Anywho, so this Saturday,
I'm gonna tweet her.
8 o'clock, 7 Central on the Oprah Winfrey Network. I love you, Miss Winfrey. Happy holidays.
We love you, Oprah.
Oh, we adore her.
Thank you. You're gonna see a conversation between Kimmy and Maurice that ends the episode. I watched it twice on the plane when I got the cut. My mom was on the floor. I contacted the producers, Marcus and Janelle, and said, y'all didn't tell me this. It was like this. It was, my mouth was on the floor. But tune in this Saturday, and you also get to see Wanda and Miss Nell.
Hey, y'all. Hey, quick question before y'all get rid of me. Hey, Dustin, what's the name of your group? Like, we got the Raindrops, and what's the name of yours?
The RNs.
The RNs.
And I don't mean registered nurse, okay? The real, okay.
What about you, Claudia?
My nickname is C Murder, so they call them the Murder Squad because I be killing them. You know
word. What is yours called, Marie?
The Jury.
The Jury.
Okay. There's a joke there, but I ain't even gonna do it.
Maurice, I love you so much. And listen, before I let you go, everybody thought that I dressed up as you on New Year's Eve because everybody said this is Maurice, not Carlos.
Ah.
Everybody said that. So listen, I channeled you without the black turtleneck. But
There we
I
go.
love you. I love you, Maurice. Give our best to Kimberly. Tell her we
Yes.
said hi. And guys, don't forget, tune in Saturday to Love and Marriage Huntsville. All right. Thank you,
Yes.
Maurice.
Thank you, Reese, bro.
All right, y'all.
Good luck.
That was good.
That was
Claudia, you have a lot of insight.
I do. I'm very perceptive. I pay attention, and not only to my life, but other people's. And I just think that they're on two different pages. I think he's effing, and she wants lovemaking.
Mhm.
And it's two different things. And it's like you're having two different experiences. Been there, and it's horrible because if you love the person, you're like, oh, we're just missing this piece. We're so close. We're there, but like one's mental, one's physical.
No, that's why I really am glad, and I meant that. That's why I think it's important to always have a woman's perspective when it comes to these conversations,
Absolutely.
because you
Fellas.
provided a lot of great insight. So thank you, Claudia.
Mhm.
So Raindrops, Claudia, Dustin, and Carlos King is back, and we are here now to recap the latest episode of the Real Housewives of Potomac.
I can't wait to hear what y'all got to say about this one, because there was a couple points I'm like, oh, I know Dustin gonna say something about this part right here. That Patti LaBelle, I got a new attitude.
Yes, Patti LaBelle.
I got a new attitude.
Yes.
Then people called us, and now we got to move.
I said, who is this? Did they do a recap?
Yes.
Did they do a recap?
Baby, that was a prime example of when you are in your own setting, okay, and you're comfortable, you pop off. But before we get into that, the episode kicked off with Angel, who I believe we're talking about, setting up Colorado. You know, she's setting things up. She's getting things together. One comment she made, as she's in Colorado, she's in her home. Her home is gorgeous. I actually watched, they have this, I forgot the YouTube channel name, but it came on a few months ago. Have you seen it, Dustin? They did a house tour.
Okay.
A home tour of Angel's home, and it's a beautiful home in Colorado. But she made a comment that I didn't move here for the group. They can kiss my ass with that eviction comment. So this to me was sort of the precursor, if you will, setting up exactly what Angel delivered in this episode. And I thought that she was full of surprises. But Dustin, you saw that scene. She's at home. I felt like this is the real Angel. I'm going to say this and whatever. We said episodes ago that something's off when it comes to Angel. I said, I believe she is a wag who believes in being the leader of her crew. I believe there's some mean girl elements. Not that that's a bad thing. Whatever. She was in her natural habitat. I will go on record saying I still believe she moved to DC for the show. Even when she said my husband did not even want to go to that party. He does things for me. He does things to support me. It was like, yes, the three of us were saying weeks ago that he is only doing this show because you, as his wife, sacrifice your own situation to be a football player's wife, and you pour so much into him, and he feels the need to return the favor. And I thought they did a great job opening up this scene with us knowing that, because to me, I thought Angel owned this episode, and I was here for it. Dustin?
It was a good episode. Stacey had me rolling when she was talking about Monique's event, and she's like, it's a lot of self. That was funny. I thought that it was funny to watch Greg. I don't know if he was drunk at the beginning when Kiana's billboard was released, but when he started sputtering, he was talking. accolades. He started sputtering. That was funny. There were so many good elements in this episode. I loved it. So you see what I didn't say anything about, right? Because I wasn't impressed. I'm sorry, I'm not impressed. It was not no. Hold up, because it was not. I was not impressed. Sorry, I wasn't. There was nothing. It was nice to see Angel smile. I think that was the difference in this episode. We watched her smile a lot more, which was good to watch. But I didn't see this groundbreaking moment of, that's Angel. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get that personally. And I didn't think that it was just business as usual to me. You know what I'm saying? Same old, same old. Hands clasped. I know you saw her sitting at that table doing like this because she was so mad. You know what I'm saying? Hands clasped. She was upset. But I don't think that what makes, for me at least, I'll just speak for myself. You know what I'm saying? What makes people interested on TV for me is not just seeing them in conflict or seeing them rightfully check a person. You know what I'm saying? We watch these shows to get to know people. It's called being a television personality. So we watch these shows to get to know these people and enjoy them. If they make us laugh, great. If they make us think, great. If they make us see things in the world differently, even better. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't see anything that was like different from, and I want to make sure I'm being clear, right? Because we're not in the business of being mean over here. So I'm not trying to tear the lady down. All I'm saying is, how everybody else is saying that this was Angel's breakout episode where she really showed up and really held these women to task or really cleared up something that people were confused about. I personally just didn't have that moment in this episode. So,
well, Claudia.
I 1000% agree with Dustin, and I also feel like it's too little, too late. I think, like, how on Housewives, on other shows, people think, and Carl, you've mentioned this, people think the way to be a star in Housewives is to come for Nene, come for the queen, or be mean, or read someone out. It felt like, I'm going to do this to this person. I'm going to put Giselle and Ashley in a room together. I'm going to not let them be at my house. I'm going to separate them. It felt too like fake mean. And then this is when she lost me. I was hoping when she got to Colorado, she could be in her element and she'd be comfortable. This was so corny. I felt it was so corny. Which I don't have a cowboy hat, right? When they arrived, fucking hat on, and she thought she ate. She was like, "Oh, it was so corny. It was so anticlimactic." She thought and you could tell she was like, "Oh, I'm about to eat this. The camera's gonna be on me. I'm gonna have a cowboy hat on. It's gonna be like a Western movie where that music, and it did not." And I was like, it was so anticlimactic.
With her hand in her pocket, like Alanis Morris said, she had one hand in her pocket and the other one holding a cowboy hat. Okay?
Yeah, it was that, right?
That's what it was.
No, the thing is this. Okay, listen. I love this because I disagree with the both of you.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why. And again, not to make it all about I said I just don't think she's being herself. I think she's listen, when I say mean girl, please don't take offense to that. That doesn't mean you're like a mean, horrible person.
Right.
Mean girl to me I think she's snooty. I think that's who she is. Her hair was different. Angel's hair was different in Colorado. Her confidence was different. Her outfit was different. Now, yes, I thought what she did was corny, but I think that's
corny
who
is
she
good
is
on these shows, though, right?
Yes,
it can be quirky. Yeah.
Yes, I think. Thank you, because they'll say corny, and that'll be the thing. Angel, I'm not calling you corny. I think
that shit was corny as fuck, and I like Angel. I want her to win, but it wasn't it. And all the little premeditated mean shit. If you're mean in a moment, responding to people, I can get behind that. I'm like, hell yeah. Now, and she does have a reason to be mean to some of them because they were mean to her. But some of it was, I would have been a little bit more like, I'd rather stunt in a different way. Like, you know what? Y'all bitches was mean to me. Wait till you come to Colorado. I'm gonna show y'all who's the real housewife.
But I think she. Okay, I believe. Go ahead, Dustin.
I don't make your point, and then I'm gonna jump in.
Okay. This is fascinating because we normally don't disagree on a lot of stuff, but I love it. I vehemently disagree with the two of you. I thought Angel was herself. I think Angel should have contacted me, other producers, to create a show in Colorado. That's fascinating.
Oh my
I
God,
don't.
I'll go to sleep.
Not
No,
me. You just took the what I was
no.
gonna say.
Oh,
You just took what I was gonna
see,
say.
so we
What I was
agree.
gonna say
Her as
was
We
a lead.
agree.
what I was gonna say was make a
Yes.
show about Wonderland. If I the same way we watch Below Deck, the same way we watch all
Okay.
that shit.
Yeah.
If we make a show about people coming in and out of this outfitter experience out in Colorado, we get a little bit of Angel's, like Angel as a businesswoman, because she touts Wonderland as something that's important to her, right? So maybe that's where the passion and the spark that we're looking for exists, which is why we saw it, albeit corny, you know what I'm saying? We saw it in Colorado. I don't want to watch. I'm not enjoying watching Angel as a part of this cast, but I might enjoy watching a show about a Black-owned luxury outfitter company out in Colorado and the people that come in and out of it. I will watch that. You know what I'm saying?
I would too.
Watching her as a housewife, I don't know.
I don't carry a show. If Nene Leakes,
people that want to watch motherfuckers argue and talk shit on a reality show ain't gonna watch that. But people that will watch a show like that will watch it.
Yeah, I don't, Claudia. I'm not saying I think Angel is the lead. No. As somebody who casts shows, produces it, I've said this in nauseam, and I'll say it again. I literally every single show I cast, I always say, that's a great type A, that's a great whatever, but who is our Cynthia Bailey? Every reality show needs a Cynthia Bailey.
And they didn't find it in Angel.
I'm not calling Angel Cynthia Bailey. Hear me out, guys.
Okay.
I'm saying, wait, is that first time we're bumping heads? I like this.
No, we're not bumping heads. I'm just saying she don't offer what Cynthia Bailey offers.
I didn't say she did.
No means.
Okay, and I didn't say she did. I didn't say she did. I was giving an example of no, she's not a firecracker. My example was Cynthia Bailey in the sense of Cynthia Bailey works on every show she's in because Cynthia Bailey brings this elegance, this realness, this freshness. And every show I do, I'm always like, these girls are fine, but who's our Cynthia Bailey? My point in making that was Angel fits on a show. It's not Potomac.
Right.
I don't think Angel fits Potomac. However, who I saw on Sunday, I said, finally, CeCe Peniston voice. This is who I've been wanting to see. She was in her natural habitat. The way that woman heard Giselle say the word eviction, and she twirled that cowboy hat and went down the basement stairs and said, now what you say, I'm not saying she gave me Puerto Rico. I'm not saying she gave me I'm not saying she gave me Heavenly versus Mariah Hawk. But what I am saying is it was the first time I looked at Angel and said, now that is somebody who is themselves. And I want to see more of it. Now, I will agree with Claudia. It is too late. It is too late.
13 episodes to get this little bit of personality is crazy.
But I appreciate it. I appreciated it.
That's fair. I think that's fair.
Y'all watch the Olympics when we watch the relay, the 4x100 meter relay. Everybody gets to run 100 meters, right?
Yes.
The first leg gotta be strong. The second leg gotta be strong. The third leg gotta be strong. You can't wait till the anchor leg to finally sprint. Like, it's episode 13 to get this. I agree. She was more present than we've ever seen. She had. She was actually in a good mood. She wasn't Eeyore this episode. I was very happy. And I like what Stacey said. It looked like she took some of my gummies. I don't think she took gummies. I think she was more comfortable being in her home, on home turf. And I was glad. It's the first time we've seen her smile in 13 episodes.
It was that altitude.
If you 13 episodes of being on the Real Housewives of Potomac and you got to be in Colorado to have personality, then you don't belong on the Real Housewives of Potomac. You belong on the Real Mountain Girl of Colorado, and you need some strong personality. Go ahead and get you Erica Cobb, and I don't know who else is in Denver. But as a lead, I just felt like the premeditated, you know how people be, I don't like them premeditated reads and rehearse. That's what it gave me personally. And I
What
don't
part? What
I-
part? What part? What part was premeditated?
the separating of the girls in the different cars, and then putting Giselle and Ashley in that stank ass room with them little baby ass bedrooms, and then giving
They
Wendy
don't do that though. Come on.
That is so old. Been there, done that. We did that
Right.
in season 7 in the Philippines.
But Claudia, they all do it. I'm not gonna say that's her. Now this is one time.
And an hour away from your house. If I'm bragging on my house and then I put you in the hotel, girl,
I don't care about none of that part of it personally, right? Because that's the stuff that makes the episode interesting, right? Is that stuff not being organized. So that part I'm cool with. What I think that Claudia was referencing as far as like it being inauthentic, right? Is like, and Carlos, I know you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. There's nothing more frustrating as a viewer than to watch somebody have a determined, when you're watching an ensemble cast reality show, right? When you watch somebody with a point to prove, or somebody who has like, I'm gonna get them the next time I see them, I'm gonna get their ass this time. That is irritating to watch.
Yeah.
And you know it. We've discussed this previously with other cases, right? So when Angel turned around on those steps because Giselle was being rude to her, because that's what she was doing. Giselle was being extremely rude to Angel in that scene. And when Angel turned around and had that fiery exchange on the steps right there in the moment, it was so different from what we've seen for her that it indicated like a premeditated move. Like, okay, well, when they go on this trip, they in Colorado, so I'm gonna get their ass here if they do it, you know. And it's not who she was. So that's the part that kind of feels the same as like the rehearsed lines that sometimes people use on the reunion stage and shit. It just didn't feel real. And at this point, listen, Angel's had a great opportunity being seen on this show for this season. Her business has been featured at length. We're about to see them go on some of the excursions that she does. They've made note of the fact that she wants to open an East Coast branch of it. I think all of that is great. We got to see her beautiful black family, them kids and shit on TV. It's been a win for her. You know, she's not a good fit on this show, but she got something good out of it. You know, I've just washed my hands at this point as a viewer when it comes to having hope for excitement or something for me to be interested in as it relates to the mechanics of being on a Real Housewives show. Again, like I said, I will watch a show about her business in Colorado with an interesting cast of characters coming in and out of that motherfucker. I will watch that, but I'm not enjoying my experience watching Angel as a housewife. I think that's it.
I want to get into Monique's book party and what occurred there. So Monique Samuels has a book. She wanted everybody to write in their individual binders how they felt about the girls. Again, fun shade, you know. Giselle left hers blank about Stacey. Under Kay's tab, Wendy wrote she was fake. Wendy was intimating, obviously, that she felt, she didn't say the words camera, but we all knew what it was. When the cameras were rolling, that's when Kay decided to have an issue with her. But in this moment, because I want to stick with Angel, I'm going to go back and I can't wait to hear Dustin's thoughts on the Ashley, Giselle, and Wendy scene. Okay, back to Angel. Once again, color me surprised. I thought when Angel found out what Ashley said in her binder, you know, I thought that was a real reaction. Angel saying that she thinks Ashley is disappointing and petty. And, you know, Ashley saying that Angel's a catfish who's not fully walking in her truth. I felt in that moment, once again, look, I do think Angel tried her best in that scene to give us more, but I was satisfied with her in that scene. But Claudia, what were your thoughts about that exchange between Ashley and Angel at Monique's book party?
I'm glad she was awake that episode. Because she woke it up a little bit. I did like, and I think she's justified to rip that page out about like, how long are you guys gonna drag this fucking catfish thing? Okay, that's enough. Because you all Photoshop your pictures. Yes, Ashley, Angel did get busted with her. They all act like they all have smooth skins and wrinkle-free necks and faces. No, we all use filters, including me. Okay, so I think she was totally right to be like, that's enough with the same catfish shit. Like, let's move on from that. I thought that was cool. I thought that was more authentic than
the boy. What's the song? Dustin, Michael Jackson.
Billie Jean. Yeah.
The bud is mine when I hear it.
Look
at
we waited for cameras to get on her, and then did.
Yeah.
But the party, I think I'm on her side of the party.
Let's dig
criminal.
into that though. Let's smooth criminal. That's what it was. Let's dig into that though, right? Let's dig into that. What Ashley did that made Angel tick in that moment was use the word catfish, right? Them accusing her of being a catfish gets under her skin. And obviously, even though it's a delayed reaction, you get a reaction out of her when you call her a catfish for some reason. That's like a thing for her. And Ashley knew that. And it was a very elementary play. You know what I'm saying? Very, very grade school, but it was very effective as well because it literally lit a fire underneath Angel. And you could see it in Ashley's eyes. Ashley is not invested in a relationship or friendship with Angel at all. And so she literally is playing with her, starting shit, poking as hard as she can, doing little things like simply using the word catfish made Angel rip that page out of that binder. And so so that's one piece, right? The second piece is when she did react to it, she ripped it out and she said, I don't receive that. And then Monique prodded and got some more information out of her. She dug and finally unearthed the information from Angel and was able to get Ashley to apologize. And then Angel said, don't ever call me a catfish again. So I think what we're applauding in that scene, I don't think she really did anything. Well, I think we were just happy that she spoke up because we don't like seeing people just get ragged out. You know what I'm saying? Time after time after time. So I just want to be clear, like we didn't get a memorable, unforgettable moment of dialogue between two people on the show. I think we were just happy that she had finally stood up for herself a little bit and defended herself, right?
That's
Is
fair.
that satisfactory?
And they are getting for her.
I feel like we're clapping for a kid making a bed in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like. What are we
like a participation trophy?
I think we were just happy to finally. It's like seeing somebody. It's just like seeing somebody get slapped in the face and not do nothing, right? And then then they get slapped again and they push the person. You're like, yeah, you know, I'm glad you finally did that, but you should have slapped their ass back, not just pushed them. You know what I'm saying? So it
has a track meet and they get 6th place and the ribbon is not red, white, or blue. It's like teal or lavender. You're like, oh, but you finished like that.
I just all I'm saying is, right?
Claudia, really?
I'm still underwhelmed in a way. I don't want to see them continuously like berate her. I don't like the way that feels, but I'm underwhelmed as a viewer. That's all.
And that is fair. Were you underwhelmed when you saw Wendy, Giselle, and Ashley sit down to break bread, to talk about the trip and what was going on? I want to ask you, Dustin and Claudia, this. Mm-hmm. People on social media, and again, it's social media, guys, not everybody in the world. Mm-hmm. People on social media on Sunday night, Dustin, I'm sure you saw it, and you said something along these lines before. A lot of people feel like Wendy is kissing Giselle and Ashley's ass. They don't like seeing how she is joining in on this gang up. They think it's off brand for Wendy. They think Wendy is so happy to finally be friends with Giselle and Ashley that she is now participating in things that doesn't make her look good. Dustin, do you agree with that?
Partially, right? I think that from day one, I've always felt like Wendy wanted the approval of Giselle, Robin, and Ashley, right? When it came to that show. See, season 5, her actions in season 5 turned me off to her. I didn't start liking Wendy until season 6. But I think that it was very clear that she wanted the approval of Ashley and Giselle. Now that Wendy has been hurt by Ashley and Giselle earlier, when we all remember when they were out in where were they, Carlos? Out in Chesapeake or wherever they were at in that house. And Wendy checked Giselle and Candace called Ashley a filthy milkmaid and all that other shit. You remember all of that, right?
You came down here with your breast leaking.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yep. So you remember that, but after Wendy experienced all of that and she had to defend herself and essentially go against Giselle and Robin and everybody else and find friends otherwise in the cast, I think that Wendy feels like she's earned a certain level of respect from them. And so now they can kind of preside in the group as the veterans and the OGs of the group, right? And she considers herself a part of that clique now. And that's why she's so comfortable holding court essentially at a table like that with them. What I will say is Wendy looked fucking incredible at that lunch. Okay. She looked so good. And that if we've noticed, this is the 3rd time we've seen Wendy in that silhouette, a dress or shirt that comes up like this way and has that white collar attached to it. She had it on in black at the Peakers or whatever that thing was, that horse race they went to, Preakness. Then she had on it on in red in her confessionals with the flip. Remember, with the red with the white collar, and then she had on the Barbie doll pink one at lunch with the white collar and the headband. That's a silhouette that works for her. So shout out to her and her team for understanding that. She looked beautiful, but you could tell that she felt included. You could tell that she felt like she was a part of something when she was sitting with them. They had the same vibes at that lounge when they repeated that rumor about Angel and the realtor. Wendy had that same energy when it's the 3 of them. So that's what that was.
Yeah, it was a lot of weird shit going on in this episode. So they have that, right, where they're like potsied up. I do think also you got to think Wendy also knows what's coming with her, the stuff with her case. And honestly, when you have a lot of stuff coming your way and you know that people can like
wait. You think at the time of filming she knew?
Well, I don't know, but I mean, I'm sure the investigation didn't just happen. This is my theory.
You mean okay, I'm sorry. You mean conversations that the investigators were having. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she might be like, shit, I know some shit might be coming down the pipe. I'm just happy the attention is not on me. So I'm gonna play nice. I'm gonna be cool. I don't want to be in the middle of that. And I would be coasting. I would not be doing anything to get people to like dig and clock my tea. I don't know. That's just a theory. I don't know.
I didn't get that, and it's plausible. It makes sense that could be what was going on. But I have been looking for that, right? I've been watching Wendy this season and trying to see if I can peep anything that seems like there was an inkling of awareness of what was to come for her and her husband with them allegations, and I haven't seen it yet. I feel like when Wendy was filming this season, she seems confident. She seems really self-assured. She seems okay with judging the other lady. She seems okay with starting shit amongst the cast. I don't get that she heard rumblings, or at least I haven't gotten yet in these 13 episodes that she knew something was afoot. I haven't gotten that yet. What did you think that made you feel like that?
I just feel like she's playing a little smaller than she could. And Wendy's big personality. And I will agree with you. Drop dead. I remember Wendy having some wigs. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
There's no traces of that this season.
None.
Head to toe makeup, hair. Like she is body. She is coming with it, which is another thing you do when you got some shit coming. Like you make sure the looks are together because you're like, you may call me a scammer, but what you will not call me is dusty or that I don't have my looks together. You will not say I'm not fabulous because I'm gonna come and take over all these things. Like she's the best dress of the show.
Yeah, her and Kay, but her for sure. Yeah,
Kay is the most beautiful to me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I think she's a little safer. Like she's not really in the A.
Okay.
She's not being an A character. She's not a B or C. She's like an A minus. Like she's kind of staying up the way. She's saying a little bit here and there, but she's not doing anything to make it all come to her. Where it's mostly what we talk about every week: Angel, Stacy, and some K, and a little bit Giselle here and there. But like she's not really the ones that we're really talking about that much. I don't know. Just my opinion. So they have their thing, their get together where they're like all posse up. They're all cool. And I have to just go on to Angel real quick. Then in the car, that weird shit, I have no problem with you. I thought that was so weird. Like, this was a lot of weirdness.
Felt mercurial.
It was very mercurial. Exhausted from fighting, you know, and I will say, Stacey had a hazing of a couple of weeks, and that was a lot. Angel, it's been 5-on-1 for way too many weeks now, or 4-on-1, whatever you want to call it. It's been a lot, so it's a little. I get why she's like that, but yeah, it was. I don't know. But yeah.
How did you guys feel about? Okay, so I can't believe I feel like I'm caping for Angel this episode. Okay, this.
No, I'm just playing.
how things have changed in what episode? Wow, that's why reality stars. You're only as good as your last episode. Always know that. Because I have a lot of positives for Angel this episode. Okay.
I hate it when people do that. I'm sorry, Carlos. Them double question marks and stuff.
Oh, this comment?
Just have your feeling.
Angel didn't just thought her saying she was gonna make this shit. Oh, so look, the thing is this: when it comes to Angel not having the girls stay at her house, as a producer and a viewer, and this is no shade to anybody. I don't know too many people that can have 10 girls in their house and they got their own room, or their own bed. So that made no sense to me. I am on Angel's side when it comes to I'm not going to have people in my home, your sanctuary, where you're paying the mortgage or the house could be paid off. I don't know. I didn't think she should have the girls in her house at all.
I don't either.
Right. So I thought that was a smart thing to do and a very real thing to do. I just think culturally, you're not gonna have people in your house that you don't mess with. So I didn't get this backlash that the girls felt. But Claudia, what did you feel about that?
I agree with that. Especially if you don't like everybody, there's no, and you know, and in Angel's defense, anything that's not 100% perfect is going to be fodder for these girls next week. Shit about you. You're going to have them in your house, and then they're going to be like, oh, did you see the refrigerator or the couch? Or if everything is not perfect, I think she did right to protect her peace. I do. But I don't think she was right to have them an hour away. That was insane. That was ridiculous. That was insane. That was, I don't know who, why did production allow that? To have the girls in a house an hour away. What in the curiosity is that? I don't know. I don't get that, but I do. She's 100% right. I would not have her where my husband is, my family. Y'all ain't bring your bad juju in my house.
Right.
She was right to do that. She was. I
agree.
Dustin.
I agree. You ain't coming in my damn house. If I don't like you and fuck with you like that, you ain't coming in my house either. So I totally felt her on that.
Yeah. Yep. Did y'all think it was petty? Because what we learned at Monique's book tour, book party, was the fact that, at one point, Angel did disinvite Ashley. Giselle said, "This is my bestie," which by the way, no one talked about this because Twitter, sometimes y'all be focused on the craziest stuff. And the wrong. I was shocked when Giselle referred to Ashley as her bestie.
Yeah, when did that happen?
But see, again, here's the thing, and this is what I mean about people missing opportunities. Angel, she literally inserted herself in a conversation that had nothing to do with her, and then leveraged her attendance like it meant something. That was your opportunity instead of just saying, okay, I understand. That was your opportunity to be like, what? First of all, don't either one of y'all ass have to come. And when did y'all get so cool? Because last time I checked, you were saying her ex-husband was XYZ. You could have just ran it. You know what I'm saying? But what do? Sit there and just. You need to stop adjusting. You know what I'm saying? That's what she needs to stop doing. Stop adjusting.
She'll probably react next week.
How do what?
She'll probably react next week.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Or at the reunion. I thought about when you
Get the hands.
said to me at the, we're gonna get that. That's what we're gonna get.
No,
Just-
Dustin, please, just for me, it's my Christmas gift. Can you please mimic Angel cussing out Ashley and Giselle at the reunion? That is allegedly taping this week. 5, 4, 3, allegedly. 2, go.
When I joined this group, I had the intention of just bringing mindfulness to you ladies, but why would I invest all of that into you all when literally you're giving me your ass to kiss? I just don't think that I would be doing myself a good service by doing so. So I'm not gonna anymore. You bitches can, and I do mean bitches, you can forget it. And then she's gonna pull her hair back like she do in the scene and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's gonna be. So, and hopefully it's gonna be entertaining. Hopefully it'll be good. You know
That
what
was
I'm
so
saying?
good.
Thank you.
That was
Bravo! Put it in there.
Man, y'all crazy. She really gonna hate me now, but
she hates us now.
that's the issue, man.
You know you a funny motherfucker, but you have Claudia Jordan speechless and laughing her ass off. I have never seen. I think I'm funny. Claudia has never done that shit to me. Claudia was so impressed that she turned her head, could not stop laughing.
I love an on point impersonation. The way he got her pauses and the tone of her voice, like that was really good. And Angel, I gotta say this because I know I've been hard on you in this episode. Only because, like, again, like Tyra Banks said, we were rooting for you. We really were. And
we were for sure.
Yeah, it took to 13 episodes. I haven't had you, like 13 episodes. Like, we needed this like 7 episodes ago. And it's the delayed reactions, which I understand if you're not comfortable with reality TV. The delayed reactions are hard to do reality TV. Like, it's got to be in the moment because it makes you, like, you have legitimate reasons to circle back and be like, hey, I didn't think about this. But it does in real life. But for reality TV, it doesn't work because, like, you seem petty, even though you have legitimate reasons. Like, these girls have definitely done stuff to you that you have to feel away. You do. Yes. You did have a reason to shade Giselle and Ashley. They've been wrong. Mm-hmm. They've been rude to you. You did. But the delay reaction sometimes I think doesn't land on TV. And I think that's what hurts you. So I hope at the reunion, but again, it took 13 episodes to get here. You know what I mean? So again, I think you'd be excellent. A cast member, not lead, of like the Real Mountain Girls of Colorado. I think that was yes.
The ensemble format does not suit a personality type like Angels. That ensemble format where your personality has to jump to the front.
Queens in the Woods. I'm gonna think of some other names. Sisters in Snow. Denver.
The Woods Women. Yeah. The Woods Women. Remember the Woods Women? Yeah.
The Mercuriosity killed the cat.
Mm-hmm. The Mercurial Mama. You know what I'm saying?
Mercurial Mountain. Yeah. Mercurial Mountain. Yeah. Mercurial Mountain. I love it.
Hey, listen, all jokes aside.
They got one for y'all. Claudia doesn't look.
Angel and Wonder. See, Angel and Wonderland. I'm trying to tell y'all, I will watch that show. I will watch a show about that luxury outfitting company owned by Black people in Colorado with a big ass house. We will watch some shit like that, man. I just don't like her in this format of show. I don't think that she's a good fit for that. But they got something that's interesting. It just doesn't translate well to this format.
She's got the husband, they've got the wealth.
Mm-hmm.
Showed this episode that she does have some spice to her, but with this group, I think because they're so baked in, with episode 10 seasons in, you come in like you're definitely a fish out of water. A fish
don't
out
say
of
that. Don't say that.
Huh?
Don't say catfish. Don't say fish, catfish, none of that. Because you already know that's our thing.
I don't mean like a catfish. I mean, y'all know what I'm going to say fish no more.
Dustin's looking out for you, Claudia.
I know you're right, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, she did. Ashley, do not call me. She went in on that catfish shit. She don't like being called no catfish.
You need a cast of women that are already established, and you're the newbie. It's gonna be hard, and you know what I mean. It's hard. It's gonna be hard.
Last comment of the day. Speaking of catfish, that picture, the face ID of
Stacey's phone.
Where Stacey's phone.
It was a beautiful picture.
Gorgeous.
It was a beautiful picture.
Angel, you gorgeous.
Them producers ain't shit though.
Shady.
Just like they did my girl Kay at the beginning of the episode when they showed her billboard that said "Turn back the clock," and she was like, "Turn the clock back," when she was like commenting on the billboard, and they're gonna put it right on the billboard that she was saying it backwards. Them damn producers are funny, man.
Shady producers.
They really are. They really
so listen, this was an amazing episode to come back to in 2026. Raindrops. Claudia and Dustin, I love you two so much. I'm gonna read the super chat and I'm gonna let the people who are in Norway and London. I know my London raindrops is almost 4 a.m. I apologize, but I hope you guys had a good time. Okay, we got a comment. You came back to the content. Oh,
right.
Shut up. Hey, hi, Giselle. Okay. Judith 7056. Hey, Justin. I love your voice. At Carlos, I want Rita Sass and Candace too.
Justin, I love your voice too. Justin.
Thank you.
Justin.
Say it ain't so 2014. Dustin, you bet not cut Maurice no slack this go around. I'm counting on you. I thought you guys did a fabulous job of Maurice, by the way. And he's always a good sport as well. Sure. And Tanja Ransom, refrigerator, ladder, diamond, still confused. Maurice, you are so shady. Judith again, I'm so happy to get alive, can't contain myself.
What up, Judith?
We have Conscious Beauty 80. Had the show been in Colorado, she would be different. She used to being the HBIC WAG and Little Fish. Okay. Leah, they all owe Stacey a piece of their check. Okay. KG Cream, Angel said, well, since y'all are best friends, she was good. I was thinking Real Housewives of Denver when I seen her. Kudos to Wendy for giving her some advice. She needed that. Leah also said, I wish we had Candace, Katie, and Stacey all together. And KCG Cream said, I love the way Angel handled that. All right. Okay, Claudia, Dustin, anything I want to promote before I let y'all go?
Yo, the comments, I'm dying at the comments of
the show ideas.
Wagfish.
New soap opera. These people are funny.
Oh my God. Yo, they're so funny, you guys. I'm dying at the comments. What am I promoting? I ain't got nothing going on. This start off hella slow. I'm a little nervous.
All right, Judith, baby.
I can't perform on Wednesdays. That's all I got. I think a Tubi movie's coming out in a few weeks. I think for Friday, something else. I don't really got nothing going on right now. I need a job. All I've been doing is getting dragged on the internet. Let me know when you want to do the thing with me, Dr. Brian.
Yes, we gotta talk. Yes.
I'm gonna start wearing 3-piece suits everywhere I go, so I don't catch those smoke. All these big back men on the internet.
Shut up, Dustin. What you got?
You know, I'm just playing. Nah, but you can catch me every Wednesday on the Friend Zone podcast. Everywhere podcasts are heard, 10 years deep in that thing. So and there's some exciting new things coming this Q1 and I'm so happy about, and that ain't no mercurial shit neither. So I'm very excited. So thanks for another wonderful episode, y'all. Great show tonight, Carlos and Claudia.
This was
a great show tonight. I love y'all so much. And Raindrops, hit on my Patreon to catch Dr. Heavenly and I recapped last night's episode of
I'm about to watch that. I'm about to watch y'all now when we hang up.
Okay, it was good.
You got on your show. Who are you interviewing tomorrow?
So I'm not. Thank you, Claudia. I'm not dropping an interview tomorrow. But I'm dropping one next Tuesday, and this person is a woman, Black woman, and she's a reality, I would say legend, but also legend in the self-help space.
Oh, so now who I was thinking about.
So this is perfect because we get to talk about new project in addition to I feel like in the new year it's all about like, learning something, and it's a fascinating, entertaining, I said self-help.
Is it Iyanla? You interviewing Iyanla?
So next Tuesday,
I love Iyanla, and I want that show. I need to talk to On. Listen, me and On Network got to talk. We need Love and Marriage DC. We need Love and Marriage Detroit. We need a new Love and Marriage City. Okay, we need that. We actually need two because I got my mind on two, but we'll talk later. But we need those things back. We need Iyanla Fix My Life back. Okay, we need that show back. This is cool what we getting now, and we're gonna watch the rewatch, but we need her back on TV doing what she do. A bitch, a nasty.
Well,
You know what she did, Neffy, like that. We need to watch that again.
Pauls is very connected at OWN, so maybe he can set up a pitch meeting to like pitch the OWN network some fantastic ideas,
Like our talk show.
I mean, I don't know what we're waiting on. I know Carlos usually can just snap a
Oh my gosh! The lights went out.
Justin, he's green like his own stuff. Like I don't know what we're waiting on. I'm feeling away.
First of all, that is not. Anyways, Raindrops. The lights went out. Love y'all, Raindrops. Love you, Claudia, Justin.
Love y'all. Bye, Raindrops.
2026 is here.
Trying to end this real fast and get out of this.
I love you.
Peace out. I'm finna roll a blunt and watch Carlos and Heavenly. See ya.
Thank you. Love y'all. Bye.